Welcome back, everybody. So last time you saw us beam these up. That's our biggest structure we have to build. So now, time to get some more joists in here. First task up is putting a double and a header around this chimney here. Then we have to do the same thing on this chimney here. But this one gets picked up by the stair header. So need to get some joist hangers on there, measure things out, get it nice and square. So unlike the old floor that was here, it will actually be square since we started square on this. At least that's the hope. So let's jump in and get to it. It's a debate as old as joist hangers. Do you put them on in advance or do you put it on after? Because lumber size varies slightly often. Well, in this case, we checked out the lumber, and kiln-dried lumber is typically pretty consistent, but you do want to check it out because sometimes they'll mill a 2x10 at, say, 9 1/8 instead of 9 1/4. These are 9 1/4. Well, we've had some back there that were at 9 1/8. So we just made ourselves a little template to work with. And in the case of this double here, it's going to be a whole lot easier to have the hanger on in advance so we can just pop the new joists in place. And then we'll have a bunch of singles along here, so I'll just unscrew one of these pieces and we have our little template for the singles as well, because you don't want to put them on in advance and then accidentally squeeze them too tight like that or something. Just work with actual lumber and it should work. If I didn't say it was a pro tip, does it even count? I don't know. Anyway, in place. So, how are we going about this?
That's what I'm thinking. Which way are you going? Up, because I don't want to get.
Should I just go up because I'm already going up?
I guess so, but I go over.
I should want to go over the top.
I should want to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, spin it back. That's gonna be hard to do. Let's just. I'll go down.
All right, now. That's good.
That seems easier than reaching out. That's why my back hurts. You didn't get that huge cloud of stuff out of there.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
What's that?
Huge. Huge. Massive. That's never gonna fit. It's the size of a fist.
Yeah, it's not that big. You know, if you want something done right, do it yourself. You just can't get this whole combination, you know?
Can't just jam this in there.
You can't move it and won't fit yet.
What?
There it goes. Come back to me. Alright. Ooh, the
This is something at the top. Right? It won't go over all the way.
it's kind of up.
Hold it back. Can't tell I'm slicing already.
Well, how do the old one fit there?
There we go.
Pretty tight.
You're gonna warm it up. Slid right in.
There it goes. You gotta come to me a little bit. Careful. Wow. Different thicknesses of boards. On my side. First one flush 1/4 inch lower. Okay, fine. But, fine.
We're getting set up to infill the space in between the beams now that we have our double there so we can head around the chimney. But we thought maybe we should get this level before we connect everything in here and make it heavier and a big, more of a unit. And it's a good thing we did. So I just leveled these two joists. Everything comes off the front. The entire second floor is built off the front. So these took a little bit of shimming, as you can see. Composite preferred in this case, both because they don't crush and they're rot resistant. But let's climb up here and look at the difference. So this level is sitting level. That's about 1.5 inches difference. And that's from making the pocket bigger, but they also had quite a bit of shimming in here previously, and that's about the only one left because it was still good. So that'll raise up the corresponding amount, and I think we'll end up cutting wood blocks to go under the beam, not shims. But we'll jack it up and find out, as long as we don't jack through the floor. Beam me up.
Wait a minute, I gotta get my squared up here.
Davey, not Scotty. Watch it go, hopefully. It is definitely raising up. So, 4-pack of LVLs is pretty heavy, but there's nothing pushing down on it, so not really that hard. Stop! That's me.
Measure underneath for your shim.
Bueno, I'll take that. Alright, so maybe not quite as much as I thought. It's about 1 1/8 inches. Not that that's not insubstantial, but we got some pressure treated lumber over there that we'll cut up for the big ol' shim. Over to the other side, not as much. I think we'll hit that with regular shims, so raise it up. Ooh, that soap. Well, that's fine. That's enough to get shims under it and let it back down and it'll be good. Well, that's one way to clean it out. We couldn't get this up the height we needed because there was a bunch of mortar built up at the top of the pocket, so I had to chip it all out. Hopefully that's enough. Got those leveled, and we're leveled over to that double now. We are gonna work our way back. Hey, I think you just lost a battery.
They don't work if you don't have one on it.
Yeah, I've discovered that. We're gonna work our way back to this big pack as we go, but now we can get our header in place just after the shims are trimmed off, because we can reuse the pieces that are sticking out. Waste not, want not. Oh, yeah. Easy tip for trimming these composite shims off, oscillating tool. I wonder if this would be easier a little more centered. We didn't have so much crap in our way. Too long? Hope not. Who measured this? There we go. Like a glove. Getting the hanger secured around the chimneys is always a bit of a challenge because you really want to get it as close as you possibly can. Here we were a little bit restricted by the brick tie, so it's out a little further than ideal, but it's still plenty close enough. So sometimes you have to use a 90-degree attachment or one of the flexible things. This one, there's actually enough room to get the impact right in there.
Except when you put your ladder in the wrong place.
Yeah, well, you know, I kind of set you up for failure there. Getting our hangers in to fill the 4 joists in between now, and it's a bit of a pain screwing into these. I don't even know what's going on there. Screwing into these LVLs, the SD screws just don't want to start, and they grab fine once you get in. I don't know if it's something with the waxy coating or just how compressed they are. But nailing is hard. That's why the nailer kept jamming up. Hand nailing's not a ton of fun. But I guess that means they're good and strong. So finish up this hanger. We'll get our length measurement after that.
I don't know. Alright, I'm lined up.
But one of the tabs bent in on this one.
Oh.
Oh, it's on all of them actually.
What?
Weird. All the little ears are bent in.
Oh. Huh. Huh.
Oh, the whole tight.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I just found
Profit dollars.
your private dog on the drill floor. Who's gonna leave that ladder there? Oh, almost got the button. Wait a minute.
What are you doing? I'm pushing me in.
What? Alright. I kept hitting the edge of it.
I could have done this myself.
What?
I could have done this myself.
Oh yeah. Alright.
Wheel up. Apparently, this one's a little tight.
And there's
There we go.
I'm down.
So am I.
It was just a little bit tight. That one doesn't need screws in it.
This section went up nice and easy. They're only just under 12 feet long, 143 and 3/4 inches. So on to the next section where one end will go into pockets, then the other onto hangers out here. So this is a little interesting. I still haven't decided what to do. First chunk are 16 centers off that double. And then it gets a little weird here. We may throw off our centers a little. That already happened once, so it's not really the end of the world. I'll tinker. I said we'd catch you guys up when we're back to finish the porches, and that day is today. So if you remember, we still have to do the rail here on the first floor, and then corresponding on the second floor. Second floor should be pretty quick and easy because all we have to do, nice timing, is attach that and put the rail. Here, it'll take a little more work with the angles for the stairs, but we already know what we're doing since we did it once already on the other side. And we want to get this done today because the sale on the other side, that townhouse unit, closes in just a couple days from now. So I want to get all the exterior work wrapped up before then. We had left this off so that the owner could take care of the trim on that window up there and be able to get the ladder up easier here. And that's done. Still some more trim to do, but the high stuff is taken care of. So we're going to start measuring, start cutting, and start assembling. Got the top and bottom rails in up here and our end post. So just need pickets to finish off the top level. If you remember, both sides get half. Down on the first level, we're getting these 3 posts in place, and these 2 were pretty straightforward and easy. This one turned out to be a bit of a pain in the butt in getting it to actually pull them up, and we don't have it perfect yet, but the stair rail is going to help get it there. The wood under that we're connected into is a little twisted and it's doing some wonky things. So natural materials, whatever. Next step up is we need to get our top and bottom rails marked out and cut, and we'll just use the existing conditions to get that. Well, we got ourselves a nice parallel rail here. Perfect cut. That seems a little short. Back at it the next morning, so not a whole lot to do, but like I said, it's going to take a little bit of time. Got our top and bottom cut, so getting those in place. Getting the pickets in place here. We got a chance of rain this afternoon, but I think we're done in a couple hours, so that shouldn't be an issue. Just got a couple more to do up there. That's the last of the standard pickets. And then we also need to bolt this post in place. It's just got a couple screws right now until we get it nicely, perfectly plumbed up using the rail. I got all our pickets cut, and they were just a little too long on this side, so we're going to try on the other side and see. And apparently somebody down the alley is doing some blacksmithing or something. It's a lot of pounding on metal. We don't do much blacksmithing. We leave that for the essential craftsmen. They are really pounding on something down there, but this looks to be working out so far.
What?
I wasn't talking to you. Do you need another hand?
No, I'm gonna do it. Gonna fall again.
Cut. Okay, well, I thought you nailed that.
I did.
I don't see any nail.
Neither do I.
What a circus. It may be out. Moving to the next side, and rain has started sprinkling on us a little earlier than expected. It just looks like a quick light shower, so should be able to finish this up, but I'm going to start packing stuff up anyway. That wraps things up on the big porch finally. Always nice to get a project to completion. So now back to your regularly scheduled building reframing. Just beating in the rain. You can probably see some of the drops falling. Backward of like to be. I know you gotta go up first. I gotta go up first. Up and over.
Over like that.
Over. But I can't
In. Tight. Tight. Tight pull. Oh, this one's a heavy one. A little further.
It must just be your end.
It is. There it goes.
It's just another.
Wait, just another tight pull down here.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Force it. What? Never force it.
Put it in. Don't want to put it in the wrong hole. Yep. Table almost fell over. Oh, coming down the head. Man, that one was tight.
That ain't gonna work. It's a really nice pergola.
Yeah.
Throw some lights up there, maybe some vines.
Yeah, that'll be really nice. Well, when the roof was leaking that bad, it would have been great. How good is that noise?
I don't know, but the music will be kind of nice, right?
Yep.
Now we got a big old hole here.
Yeah. There, we're in. One more.
It is a pergola. It's getting darker in here.
Hit the bottom of the hanger.
I saw that. Alright, hopefully I got this one shallow enough.
I am so close.
That's all we've got.
I wonder if I smack it with a hammer.
I can always nip the tip. Maybe 1/8 inch.
Quarter, 8. Quarter might be better. Perfect. Nice.
Glad I did the corner.
Yep.
Cool.
Just have to screw them all off now.
That all went together about as nicely as you can ask for, except that one pocket right there that was just a little bit short, so we needed about a 1/4 inch off. So close! But that takes care of everything along the stair header section, so that's nice. That just leaves us full length joists on 12-inch centers back here. And we got one more double around the chimney there, but that is going to wait till next time to fill in this section. It's Friday afternoon and time to pack up. So we're going to get on out of here and enjoy what looks to be a nice weekend for a change. No rain. I'll take it. So, as always, thanks for rebuilding with us. If you haven't already done so, we'd really appreciate a like and a subscription. Helps things grow. So, until next time when we join these two sections, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video.